Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting the UAE today for the 7th time since he was elected to the government in 2014. Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to hold bilateral meeting with UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He's also going to meet Prime Minister, Vice President and the Defence Minister of UAE. Later in the day, Prime Minister Modi will attend the Ahlan Modi event in Abu Dhabi and will address the Indian diaspora. On 14th of February, Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate the BAPS Mandir. This is going to be in Abu Dhabi and the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi and also one of the largest Hindu temples in the Middle East. That also is reflection of the sort of friendship and equation between Prime Minister Modi specifically and the Crown Prince Al Nahyan. Remember that the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi is also the Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has donated these 13.5 acres of land in 2015 to construct this mandir. Prime Minister Modi now becomes the first Indian Prime Minister after Indira Gandhi to visit UAE in 2015 after over 3 decades. And since then, there have been 6 visits at least, and this is going to be the 7th time. Now, even for Al Nahyan, remember, there have been visits to India. Recently was at the Gujarat summit, where he also gave a speech, which was a rare honor. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi, remember, in 2019, was awarded with UAE's highest award, Order of Zayed.
This will be the 5th meeting of the two leaders in the last 8 months. It gives you a sense of intensity of high-level political exchanges between India and the UAE. Following the ceremonial welcome and reception at the presidential palace, the two leaders will sit down for bilateral meeting, whereafter there would be exchange of agreements and understandings after the discussions between the two leaders.
There are quite a few MOUs will be signed, but the final lists have not been finalized because I think up to the very specific minute when they will exchange those MOUs, we will have the final list because we're trying to do as many of them as possible. What I can tell you is probably they will be following up on what was discussed in the previous meeting, and that meeting also was a follow-up on what was discussed in the meeting before. And the last meeting, for example, they discussed new sectors where the UAE and India could cooperate. Aerospace, for instance, AI, education, what more can we do, so on and so forth. And I know for a fact that we will come out of this visit also with a longer list of to-do lists and of things that need to be progressed further in this relationship.
पूरे विश्व से लोगों को एक बहुत बड़ी इंतज़ारी थी इस महोत्सव की। अमेरिका, कनाडा, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड, इंग्लैंड, यूरोपियन कंट्रीज़ लाइक फ्रांस एंड अफ्रीका के देशों से, अरब देशों से, गल्फ कंट्रीज़ से बहुत सारे हरिभक्त, और स्वाभाविकता से भारत से तो है ही, तो बहुत उत्साह से विश्व के कोने-कोने से यहाँ हरि भक्त पधारे हुए हैं।
We have placed 300 sensors at almost every level of the temple. This is the first traditional stone temple that has scientific sensors, load sensors that measure pressure, temperature, movement. If there's an earthquake anywhere in this region, the temple will detect it, and we will be able to study the mechanics of the whole monument. So the temple is not just a place of worship, it's a place of values.